Well, hello there. This is Glenn Gross, and I want to make a little video for you talking about something I've been meditating on lately, and it has to do with the Overtone series. So if I hit the bottom C on the trumpet, that's actually an octave above the fundamental, so I call that partial number 2. The fundamental's down here. Because it's kind of difficult to play, you don't get it written in music very often. Anyway, so if you take Overtone 2, the next one is Overtone 3, which is the perfect fifth. Next one above that is Overtone 4, which is the octave again. And then above Overtone 4, we have Overtone 5, which is the major third. So if you take the 3 overtones, 3, 4, and 5, sounds kind of like part of taps, doesn't it? They form a major chord with a fifth in the bass. Now what intrigues me is you could take the overtone multiples. The 3, 4, and 5 are the numbers you would multiply times the fundamental frequency, which would be the frequency of that pedal note I played, in order to get the frequency of each individual note. So if you were to look at those as though they were sides of a triangle, then you have a 30, 60, 90 right isosceles triangle that describes the relationship between those notes. And I even think you could define the major chord according to that triangle. So then if we keep going up the overtone series from there, we have 4, 5, and 6 form a major chord in root position. And then finally, or not finally, but after that, taking groups of 3, 5, 6, and 7 form a diminished chord because it contains the 7th harmonic, which is the flatted 7th of the original chord. So here, there's our diminished chord, and here's our dominant chord. And you can probably hear that kind of wants to resolve here. Which is our typical 5-1 progression, the roots would be. So anyway, what I wanted to show you is that when we have our 5-1 progression, this sound here, it's like the amen kind of in a cadence. If you want to, you can think of that as returning from the 7th harmonic to the 5th harmonic of the root. It's the 7th harmonic of the 5 chord to the 5th harmonic of the root. And so I think it's interesting to practice that, thinking of this as our basic triangle that I think our ears just want to hear. The next one is just an inversion of it. But by the time we add the 7th, we have like a destabilization there, and we want to hear it resolve. And so I think it's probably likely that what our ears want to hear is that wonderful harmonic relationship between the 3, 4, and 5 overtones. When you introduce the 7th, when you go 5, 6, and 7 like this, it sounds dissonant to our ear. We want to hear this note. So if you're a trumpet player, here's an exercise that I like to do in order to hear that natural progression from the 7th overtone in its natural fingering to the 3rd of the 1 chord as part of a 5-1. You can keep going down and do this at different keys. really using the natural fingering on the 7th harmonic. So could it be that what we really want to hear is that 30, 60, 90 triangle? We want to hear that relationship 3, 4, and 5 of the Overtone series to make that major chord sound really sweet, so that we don't have to deal with that dissonant 7th chord, that 7th harmonic. So just thought you might be amused by this. It's a different approach to looking at harmony. I'm going to call it trigonometric harmony, but I haven't figured out how to write it all up yet. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll try to keep the videos coming, and thank you for listening and watching. Have a great day. Bye for now.